But anyway, is South Africa the rape capital of the world? Yes, it is. Is it among the most murderous places in the world? Yes, it is. And so, number 3 tonight, corrupt government abounds in South Africa. Isaiah 121 says, how is the faithful city become an harlot? It was full of judgment. It was full of judgment. Righteousness lodged in it, but now murderers. Thy silver has become dross, thy wine mixed with water. Thy princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. Everyone loveth gifts and followeth after rewards. They judge not the fatherless, neither doth the cause of the widow come unto them. So, I mean, you just liken this to, this is the government gone wrong. Yeah. The government has failed to do their job. And again, you had the Dutch and English colonials come there. Then you have apartheid start up in 1948 to 1994, which basically segregates people by black, white, brown, whatever. And they can't be in the same spaces. They can't be in the same churches. And so it really does kind of, it caused a big rift in that country, which allowed, this communist virus to start with Nelson Mandela. And he was a card-carrying communist. But, of course, if you search this out on Google, it kind of tries to cover this up. But in that time, during the 1960s, all these communist nations are trying to rise up, and overthrow their governments and stuff like that. So, there's a lot of propaganda on both sides. But Mandela, when I asked about, obviously Mandela is the first president elected. He was in prison for 27 years. And it's like, well, why was he, I Googled, why was he in prison for 27 years? Because he fought against apartheid. Well, that's not really an answer, is it? Obviously he did fight against apartheid, but he started a terrorist organization. First, it was nonviolent, so it wasn't a terrorist organization. But when they start blowing government installations up and it's killing innocent people, that's called terrorism. Yeah, you're bombing subways, you're bombing different places. That is terrorism.